Like I tell every guy, I tell every woman and guy, if you think your person is cheating on you, it's as simple as finding out as a face. When you think they're doing something, FaceTime them. If they send you the voicemail, they're cheating.
Yeah. Is this why you always don't take my FaceTime? I'm just wondering.
I don't take your FaceTime.
I was wondering.
Because I'm with my family, Rudy.
You're with your other producer? Is that who you're with?
Yeah, I'm with my other producer.
I don't have time for one producer, let alone two.
Hey, what's up? It's Michael Yo. Welcome to the Yo Show. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button before we even get into the podcast. This week in 15 minutes, New York City. Big show. Gramercy. It's happening next Thursday night. If you live in New York City, you know anybody out there, please come on out. MichaelYo.com for tickets. Also, the next night, we go to Rudy's hometown, Minneapolis.
Can't wait. That's going to be a big one.
Yeah, it's
for me,
great.
Not for you. For you, this will be a regular old Friday night. For me, this is the pinnacle of my career.
Do you have any friends coming to that show?
Yeah, quite a few.
It's at the Parkway, right?
Yeah, a lot of local comics too that want to come out and hang. So,
oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. And then we're going to end it in Chicago, which the first show is pretty much sold out. 10 tickets left, I think. But they're singles. See, that's the thing, man. I hate when people leave one seat and then you got like 10 singles. You don't like clubs. There was one club that you couldn't have a single left. Like if there was 3 at the end of the row, you had to buy the 3. You couldn't get 2. You had to, I like that. I like that.
Also, they should make it so, hey, you might buy tickets for these seats, but if it helps us, it's more advantageous for us to move some seats around. You're going to have to get bumped out of your seat so we can start making some pairs.
Yeah,
together.
it's hard.
You know what I mean?
It's hard to sell one ticket.
Yeah.
So, and that's what I hate, man. That's what I hate, man. I learned a trick, like for people on door deals and stuff like that, or sellouts. The comic would just buy the 10 single seats because they knew it wasn't going to sell.
Yeah.
So, it's hard to sell single seats.
Absolutely.
So Chicago, and then the second show is 2/3 sold out. So yeah, that's going to be a sold out weekend. Very excited for Chicago, New York, Minneapolis, Chicago. MichaelYo.com. All the dates. MichaelYo.com. All right. This week in 15 minutes, I've been flying around. I was with the family at Disney. Then I flew back, and then I'm doing Kimmel's. Then I'm flying back. So I'm all over the place. But one thing I can't stand. And if this is you and you've done this on a plane, and I don't care if you're in a rush, they didn't make an announcement overboard, but this happens every flight. There's always one person. As soon as the thing goes ding, they grab their bag and run through the aisle all the way to the front. Like it's a race. And they're in the back of the plane. Those people annoy me. And what I do, and I know there's going to be a fight one day, I'll just step out and stop them. And then they're like, whoa.
Yeah. That's the equivalent of the dude who there's an open lane in construction and you're taking it and he pulls half of his vehicle in because he sees you coming and doesn't want to let you get by. And you're like, dude, what? But I get why I get.
Oh no, I'm the guy to pull out too. Yeah. I will be the guy that blocks you, Rudy.
The problem with that is the people who do it in traffic, because I worked hand in hand with the Minnesota Department of Transportation when I used to read traffic on the radio. They want people to use that open lane to be able to, the zipper merge. That's the correct way to do it. The people that are running up on people from the back of the airplane, dude, if you want to get off the flight so early, pay that extra $120.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, I agree.
Like I paid $3 more on Spirit to be in front of you.
Absolutely.
So I want you to respect my Spirit $3.
Yeah, me and Frankie Muniz, there's no middle. There's no middle seat. There's no running up on the Spirit airline.
I will tell you, the only time I fly Spirit's first flight.
Yeah.
First flight, they're normally on time. And then as the day goes longer, you can forget it.
Crapshoot.
Oh, yeah. You're not. And I don't ever do connections. I don't even Spirit. Do they have connections? I don't know. Right?
No,
they're known for Spirit.
You're lucky.
They're known for connections, right? Spirit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would never do a connector on Spirit.
Yeah, you're just lucky if they get to a destination,
Dude.
let alone your destination.
Bro.
Yeah.
But these people, you got to stop running up to the aisle because it's going to be a fight.
I agree.
Because the aisles, I'll put my shoulder out, bump them, stand in front of them. I don't care.
Well, the problem is they never make it to the
No.
Now what happens is they get to that spot and they're taking up valuable room for people to be able to get out and get their luggage. Yeah. Now you're
in the way of people getting there. Now it takes longer to get out the plane.
Yeah, awkward. So awkward, man. Yeah, dude, sitting back. That you paid for that seat all the way back there, man. That is the gamble of flying, when you're flying on those cheap airlines. Sorry, bud. You want to sit up front and you want to get off before everybody else? Dude, you're going to have to pay a couple extra bucks. That's how it works.
Okay, the second thing I want to address is Ryan Sickler. He has this video. We'll play the video right here.
Mom's Asian?
My mom's Korean and my dad's black.
Korean and black.
Yeah.
And how did they meet up originally?
Well, it's two different stories. My mom said she was at a bar and they met through a mutual friend. My dad said when he met my mom, she was on a pole. So I don't know which one is true. And he sticks to that story. Okay. This is something my parents said on the podcast. It was my dad and mom. I said, how'd they meet? My mom says, oh, we met at a bar. Mm-hmm. And my dad goes, yeah. I go, how'd you meet my mom? She goes, first time I saw your mom, she was on a pole.
Yeah.
Said it on Ryan Sickler podcast. My parents said it on this podcast. It went viral on his podcast. Close to 2 million views. Mm-hmm. My mom called me. She said she got stopped at a store. Mm-hmm. And somebody asked her, I didn't know you were a dancer when you were young. Yeah. And she goes, no, I'm not. He was playing. So my mom, for all you people, because a lot of people know about this bit. For all you people out there that thinks my mom was a dancer, she is not a dancer. She was never a dancer. That's what she said. And I called my dad. I said, was she on a pole? And he goes, I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Didn't deny it.
Yeah. If she wasn't on the pole, why'd she take that guy's money at the grocery store?
I don't know.
All I'm saying.
All I'm saying. Yeah. So all the people that watch Ryan Sickler's podcast, Honeydew, or anyone that's seen the clip, my mom called me to make sure I let everyone know she was not a dancer or a stripper or whatever. So, Mom, I did that for you. Mm-hmm. Even though I think most people think we were playing. Most people,
How was the Ryan Sickler podcast?
Dude, I love him.
Yeah, he's great, isn't he?
He's nice. He's nice. Let me tell you something. I've been getting, that's my watch better. I've been getting calls, all these scam calls, man. It's getting worse and worse. I heard, and now I'm scared. Here's the problem. You don't know what's real and what's fake. Mm-hmm. Like a company that I'll be working with, like say a bill or a telephone company or Apple product that you paid for, they'll be like, oh, well, the insurance is out. Do you want to renew? And you're like, is this real? Or like, you can't tell what's real or fake. So I just don't pick up the phone anymore because now I heard they can record your voice, make dubs of it.
Well, I always laugh when I see comics or anybody else who thinks they're getting cute with the people that try to text you. Mm-hmm. Like, hey, I'm running a few minutes behind. And then they start in with like a conversation with like a spam bot and they're like, oh my God, look at this fun. I'm like, dude, you dumb. They're not trying to like scam you. What they want to know is this an active number that they can then use to be able to put it on the internet and then get your information that way? You think they think they care about you in that moment? You think they're going to get money out? No. It's the long game.
Well, but some old people.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They scam them. Like it's crazy to me how people will fall in love. Yeah, I mean, you see somebody, catfish was a thing. Like would never even seeing the person and think they're dating. Yeah. Never even seeing picture, but never actually talking like FaceTime, face to face. The technology is so strong today. There's no sense in you not seeing the person face to face, like on camera, for it to check if it's real or not.
Sure,
like there's no excuse. Like I tell every guy, I tell every woman and guy, if you think your person is cheating on you, it's as simple as finding out as a face. When you think they're doing something, FaceTime them. Mm-hmm. If they send you the voicemail or send you they're cheating.
Yeah,
it's so simple now. Mm-hmm. It's so simple. Like anybody, how is anyone getting? How is
away with anything? Yeah.
Or having separate families. I read a story the other day. This dude had a couple separate families.
Yeah.
Do you know? Like I have trouble with one.
Yeah.
I don't want 3 or 4 families.
There's some rumors been floating around the old Pavich family for years that my grandfather had a couple of extra
wives
on the side.
Ooh.
And when I asked my grandma about it one time, she said it was the war.
It was the war.
It was the war.
That's what they did?
That's what they did. It was the war. And I was like, good on you for not breaking his balls about it. She was like, yeah, whatever. They did it. He was around me most of the time. He took care of things. Whatever. I don't care.
Women, I think, were more accepting back then
Oh,
because they had to be.
Oh,
they
for
had to be,
sure.
though. They had to be.
Yeah.
Because it was like barefoot and pregnant. That was like kind of like the rule back then.
Yeah.
And you did what the man said. Now women got rights.
Yeah.
They tell us what to do. My wife tells me what to do all the time, and I'm happy about that because I don't like thinking.
Yeah. Is this why you always don't take my FaceTime? I'm just wondering.
I don't take your FaceTime.
I was wondering.
Because I'm with my family, Rudy.
You with your other producer? Is that who you're with?
Yeah, I'm with my other producer.
I don't have time for one producer, let alone two.
Oh my goodness. I just read these stories. I'm like, people are so crazy today, man. Like, it's just insane how much time I like just to be able to juggle other families.
Yeah.
And your own family, to make that family think you're the only family.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think the other families know they're not the other family? That's what takes a lot of pressure off.
Yeah,
like, I'm going to take care of y'all, but I'm not like, this is my main family.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they've just done such a good job of being able to hide that tertiary family, or they don't play as big of a role in that family as they do in the other family, maybe. I don't know. Either way, though, it seems exhausting.
Instead of a side chick, it's a side family.
Side family, too much.
Oh my gosh. And some guys have 2, 3 of them.
No way.
Like Nick Cannon has like 7 of them. Just imagine how many stops on Christmas you got to make.
Yeah. Oh.
It sounds horrible.
No, I don't want to go to my family on Christmas, let alone multiple families. It's ridiculous.
Oh, and then you got to deal with everybody's problems.
Yeah.
They got to voice their problems, and you're like, oh my God, I just finished with my other family.
Yeah.
Now I got to do that.
Yeah. You know, I know we were talking, getting off track here, but I want to go back to the scam phone calls and text messages. One of the biggest problems that I have run into is, and I talked to Bank of America about this. Bank of America was calling me nonstop for about a month. And finally, at some point, I would pick up and they would get the automated message. And I'm like, oh, scam. I'd hang up. Then after about a month, all of a sudden I get this email one day that I owe $850 because of penalties and late fees and all this stuff. So I call Bank of America and they go, well, we've been trying to contact you. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe get an actual human being on the phone who can tell me that this isn't a scam, because every time I pick it up, it sounds like you guys are trying to get money out of me, which you are, but at least I came to you 100%. And asked for the loan. Like, figure out a way to make it seem less scammy.
Yeah. To me, like, this is the problem we're in right now. Emails seem like scams. Phone calls seem like scams. Like, and now they're telling us how to not get scammed is to call the company.
Yeah.
So now you're checking every fake phone call you get and spending an hour waiting to talk to someone. No, it's just like, it's got to be simpler.
Yeah. Also with the elderly people that get scammed, I get when this was 25 years ago and it started, they're like, can you believe they took Nana for $60,000? And you're like, yeah, that sucks. If you're 65 years old and you got scammed out of your life savings, that's on you. Yeah. Because by now, you have been around this technology long enough to know that this is a thing that could, every time you see those stories on CBS where they're like, that lady was like getting catfished by the person who
thought he was Brad Pitt. It's like, come on now. Seriously, Brad Pitt. Like Brad Pitt.
I mean, this is on you, gal. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Like, you think Brad Pitt is reaching out to you. Like, you deserve, but to me, some people deserve to be scammed.
Sure.
Like, if you're that dumb, you deserve to be scammed. But they're getting better as well, because I think they're tracking you better, because I got one scam that was phenomenal. And I actually called the number and then realized when they picked up it was a scam because of the voice and it didn't sound official. So I won't say which bit, but a business came to my house to do some work. They leave. An hour, 2 hours after they leave, I get an invoice. And I'm like, yes. And I go, whoa, okay. But they said the payment they took at home didn't take. Could I repay it? And it was literally an hour later.
Wow.
And I go, oh, this seems okay. And it was the exact same price.
That's crazy.
So maybe somebody was scamming with them. I don't know. But it was the exact same price. So I called and go, wait a minute. And then I heard the voice. I go, oh, this is a scam. And I just hung up.
Yeah.
And then I called the actual business, and they said, oh, no, it went through. But it was so intricate. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Intricate. Yeah.
It was so, like, the timing of the invoice, the exact same amount. And I was like, hey, they must be in cahoots Like, there must be some crooked people that work there because they're in cahoots with these people
Mm-hmm.
to send you the exact same invoice and say it didn't go through.
Sure.
So, I mean, they are getting good too. They are
Yeah.
getting smart.
I went to a business once where I used my credit card, a place I normally never go to. And then 3 days later, I got a phone call from the bank. It was like, hey, did you happen to be at such and such place? I was like, no, why? And they go, oh, somebody just tried to use your credit card. And I'm like, oh, that's crazy. How weird. Like, I was never there. Like, I don't know how they would have. But then 3 days later, I got a phone call from the police department who said, did you use your credit card at this establishment? And I was like, yes, I did. Come to find out, the lady who ran the place was taking credit card
Numbers?
information and then selling it to people.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't know how. Like, I don't know if like the card reader that she was using was like it would give her what. Maybe it was just like a sort of broke. Like
How long ago was this?
Oh, this was must have been a year and a half ago. 2 years
Really?
ago. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, so come to find out, so I drove past that business like about 6 weeks later. Everything was shut down. Had big yellow tape over it. So this must have been a syndicate that this lady was getting people's credit card information and then selling it to people who would then try to use it.
100%.
Yeah.
There's so many scams out there, man.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. My daughter we were at the daddy-daughter dance, which is coming up in,
Wait, you did one?
not yet, it's coming up, but the one we went to last year, we're at the dance and I get a message that my daughter tried to use her credit card at Target, like 3 blocks away. And I'm like, did you go to Target? She goes, no, why? And I'm like, weird, because I just got a thing saying that you tried to use your card. She's like, wasn't me. 90 seconds later, I get another one at the Applebee's next to the Target. And I'm like, what is going on? I run over to Applebee's and I walk in and I'm like, hey, did somebody just try to use a blue Venmo card here? And the lady's like, we just had some weirdo come in here with a blue Venmo card and it wouldn't work. And he was like indignant about it. And then he just grabbed his food and he ran out.
Oh my God.
Like he made an order to go and then the card didn't work. So he just took his food and ran. We called the cops. I'm like, so come to find out, like we went and found the video from the hotel where the daddy-daughter dance was. Some dude just came walking through the daddy-daughter dance and just started grabbing girls' purses off the...
Really?
Yeah. Started grabbing girls' purses off the tables and off he went.
Now, daddy-daughter dance, I haven't done any, my daughter's young, I haven't done anything with her yet. Like that, do they actually dance with you or it's just more you're just kind of in the background?
Yeah, they have a lot of stuff where they make you have to go out but yeah, it's
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it's not like a sock hop or anything where it's just like you and your daughter.
Who says sock? Rudy, look, another scam.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
I don't know who this is
Oh,
though.
is that your wife?
No, it's not my
She's
wife.
scamming you
but
out
it's
of
a
money?
name I don't even know.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, it's
You know,
scamming,
it's
yeah.
like that's the thing. Like everybody, I don't know people.
Yeah. Well, I got one yesterday where they used not only the area code where I'm from, but a name of somebody that I am actually familiar with.
Oh, you know what? I gotta take this call. Can we pause this?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? It's Michael. Yo, this week coming up, March 27th, 28th, and 29th, New York City. Come on out, the Gramercy. The Park Theater in Minneapolis will be there on the 28th, and Chicago, the Den on the 29th. Man, this is a huge week for me and Rudy. Let's do this. MichaelYo.com for your tickets. Come on out.
Are you good now? Can we keep going?
Oh, yeah. That was Sherri Shepherd.
Okay.
I'm on her show. We taping it on Monday. It comes out Tuesday, 2 days before the Gramercy date in New York City.
Okay.
So there were, the pre-interview. Every real podcast besides ours, Rudy, has a pre-interview.
We interview each other before we start.
Everyone's so much more organized than us.
That's cool. Do you know Sherri at all?
No, I've never met her.
Okay.
Well, actually, I have met her a couple times. I've done the comedy. She performs at the Laugh Factory sometimes, all different kinds of places. So yeah, I've been with her at those kind of places. Very nice. I'm excited. This is my first time on her show, and she's helping me promote my Gramercy date. Gramercy, March 27th, Thursday. Anyway, yeah. So look, I'm getting a lot of love from New York press, and I'm just excited.
Yeah, man.
Like it's a bit. I don't know why I'm going off on this Gramercy thing. I don't know why I'm putting so much pressure on myself for that one show. I don't know why. I do not know why. Because I feel no pressure in Minneapolis or Chicago or even House of Blues in Houston or Dallas. No pressure. It's all Gramercy, and I don't know why that is.
Do you think this is the biggest show that you've done in your career? With you, just you yourself?
No, I mean, my biggest show was like selling out my hometown.
Yeah.
To me, House of Blues. I think it's more of you just find out it's not going like, because honestly, I thought I would sell out 2 shows at the Gramercy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not one, but 2, because I've always sold.
Yeah.
And for some reason, like, it's not happening. Like, last time I was there, I sold 1,200 tickets.
Sure.
That would sell out the Gramercy 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was like, what is going on?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I think just because it's not going the way I planned it to go. In my head, I've dreamt about, oh, this is going to be this way, and then I'm going to roll into Minneapolis, which Minneapolis is going to be great. Chicago is going to be off the chain. So the rest of it's going as planned.
Sure.
But the Gramercy, it's like, man, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I've only done New York City a handful of times, and I don't know much about the people there, but are they definitely a wait to the last minute kind of place?
It depends.
Or?
No, you know what? And that's the struggle of it, because they're not. They like to, excuse me, they like to buy in advance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm sure there is last minute tickets, but
Sure.
that's more of comedy clubs. When you're at theaters, there's no walk up. Nobody's saying, let's go to a theater tonight
suppose, yeah.
for a walk up.
Yeah.
You know, they got their tickets.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what's nerve wracking about it too. You don't have walk up.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, you know what you sold the day of.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you may sell a few more that day, but when you go into the day of, you know what you got. Because in a theater, they need to configure the seating.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To whoever comes.
Yeah. Well, time to start blowing in as many favors as you can.
Start
in the
blowing?
next 9 days. Yeah.
9 days, man. My boy Cubby is gonna put me on the radio. Man, I'm doing so much stuff. So I'm Pix, the TV station out there. I'm guest hosting with their host for an hour from 10 to 11. Do Sherri Shepherd at 1:30. Then I'll fly back here.
Nice.
And do Tuesday and Wednesday at Kimmel's. Then we take a red eye back to New York to do that 3-city run.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be awesome.
That's awesome, man. That's
yeah,
awesome.
I'm not nervous at all.
No. No, you haven't been on pins and needles for the last week.
God.
It's totally okay.
Last month, okay, I've talked enough about it. What's next, Rudy?
So a 20-year-old sorority girl from Georgia was arrested.
Oh, yes.
Did you see this at all?
Her picture?
Yes.
It's like a pageant picture.
Yes.
Yes.
She looks like a beauty queen.
I was
Yes.
going to send it to my wife because my wife was Miss Wyoming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I got to send you. So this is so funny, and you got to put this up. So I met my wife on a blind date. I don't know if you know that story,
Yeah.
right? So the first picture this girl sent me, was the beauty pageant picture. And that's this right here. And then I literally text back to the girl, send me a normal photo.
Mm-hmm.
Cause don't send me one that's like that, that, it's just manufactured.
Yeah.
You know,
I want Sunday morning after a bachelorette party.
So
Yeah.
then they sent me this one. This is my wife running track for UNLV under a hurdle with a crown on.
Oh. What?
It's
Wow.
I gotta show it to you. Well, you gotta cut this little part. You can see. So you can see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we'll put it in.
Oh,
Absolutely,
but
yeah.
I want you to see it so you could make fun of it too.
Okay.
Claire.
Did she not? Did she just wear the crown everywhere? Like, oh, this old thing?
Oh, my
Just, like,
wife
walking around.
Oh, she will wear a crown every. Yes,
Yeah.
she will. She loves crown. She bought a crown when we went to Disney.
Really?
Yeah, spend more of my money,
Yeah.
Rudy.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Disney. She wears a crown everywhere. Oh, look, this is the. This is the photo. She looks so different.
I see. Yeah, I see what you mean. I thought she was like.
That's the second photo they sent.
I thought that she was like mid-stride, like she was in the middle of a race. And I was like, really? Like, that doesn't seem aerodynamic. Like, maybe that doesn't seem like, very pragmatic when you're trying to win a hurdles, 400 hurdles.
I'll find the picture they first sent me. It's so ridiculous. I told her that too. The first picture they sent was ridiculous. And then they sent that one. I go, okay, she's making fun of herself.
Yeah.
She's having fun with it.
Sure.
And I was like, okay, I'll go out on a date.
Yeah.
Not that, like, I had all these dates I'll choose. No, it was like, look, she was nice and stuff. So we went out and it was great, man.
Yeah.
It was great. Like, first date, knew it.
We hit the jackpot when it came to funny ladies in our lives.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think sometimes people see my girlfriend and go, yeah, she's got to be funny because she's 50, You know,
Your girlfriend's 50?
she's close to it. Yeah,
Real-
she's
oh,
way
okay.
older than I am. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
Oh, yeah, you like them old.
Yeah, she's an old bat. Yeah, like she is. Yeah.
Old bat.
Yeah, I don't think she's quite 50. She's probably like 47, 48. But yeah, she's funny. And then unfortunately for Claire probably does not get the amount of respect due for how funny she is because
really
she's a
funny.
pageant queen.
Yeah.
But I remember like the first couple times when we first started working together, I was kind of just checking out like the Instagrams and stuff. And I was like, oh, she's got a sense of humor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, great sense of humor. And then
She's
on
really
top of
funny.
it is like a fun, because like going back to this gal who got arrested, you know, I saw that girl's picture and then they showed a few other pictures of her from her Instagram. And I was like, I bet she is the biggest bitch on the planet. that 20-year-old woman is insufferable to be around.
Yes.
Where Claire does not have that. And unfortunately, if you were to take a picture of 20-year-old Claire and post it side by side with the gal who just got arrested, you would go, oh, I bet both of these two are just impossible to be around. But Claire is nothing like that.
Oh, Claire's the best, man.
Yeah.
Everybody, I've not met one person
Never.
that doesn't like Claire. Lights up a room. People love her. They like. She's had so many friends because she's just good to everybody.
Yeah.
Like Oliver has Claire's heart.
Yeah.
You know, my son has and my daughter has my kind of vibe. And wow.
Yeah.
Like she don't take ish for nobody.
Yeah.
A dude bumped into her at the park, a guy. And my daughter turns around, 5 years old, and goes, watch out, or I'll hit you in the nuts. It's like, where'd you learn that from? She goes, school.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do they? Well, good. I'm glad I guess they teach that in school. I don't know, but it was crazy.
Assertive. That's what I say. Now. They're not, listen. They're not. They don't have bad attitudes. They're not spoiled. They are assertive.
It's so funny. My daughter's like a tomboy, but loves girly stuff. Like she's rough, but she loves girly stuff.
Yeah.
You know, she loves pink. She told my wife her favorite color couldn't be pink anymore. My daughter changed my wife's favorite color to purple.
That is.
So my wife can't like pink.
Oh, dude, she's gonna be a boss lady.
Oh yeah, she will.
Yeah.
And the way she plays victim, whoever dates her going to jail. I could see a couple of her men being locked up because she'll make up stuff about them because that's what she does around this house.
Yeah. Well, good luck, man. Good luck.
I'm too old.
I hear you, man.
I'm too old, man. I listen to these parents and like, oh, my kids were out of the house. I was 40. I was like, oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. No, my mom was 36. Probably 36, 37. And my sister and I were both out the house. So
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to be 60 something.
Yeah.
And what, I got like 19 years left of my life?
Yeah. Yeah, man,
End of the road, bro.
The last day of 8th grade, I was at my buddy Mike's house, and his dad, who had just turned 50, had announced to the family that him and his new wife were pregnant, and he was 50. And you do the math. It was like, okay, that's a little old. You're going to be 68 when that kid graduates. They had that baby, and then 2 years later, had another one.
Whoa.
52. So he was 60. He was 70 years old when that daughter graduated. And now he's like, I guess his dad is like probably like 70, must be maybe even like closer to 80 now.
Oh, so at least he got to see them live.
Oh, yeah, no, he's still kicking. Yeah, but he's up there, man.
See, because my thing is, if my son gets married when I get married, same age, I probably won't see it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah. I don't ever tell you this story about the guy I used to work with. There was a dude I worked with that he had kids when he was 19 and 20. And then by the time they got to college, he was divorced and single. So now he's 40 years old. He's living by himself, meets a woman who is 27. They get together. She wants to get married. Then she wants kids.
Of course.
Then he's like, I don't know if I want to do it. So now he's 42. She's like 30. He decides, okay, you know what? Let's have a baby. They make a baby. 9 months later, he comes home from work one day and the wife's not there. And he's like, well, that's weird. Like, where's the wife? Where's the baby? You know, like they're supposed to be here. So he just kind of waits around a couple hours. No phone call. Nobody's there. He calls daycare. Hey, is the baby still there? Yeah, baby's still here. Your wife hasn't shown up yet. He goes to the daycare, picks up the baby, starts calling her phone. She's not answering. Gets to be 10 o'clock that night. No answer. And he's like, what is going on? Where is my wife? Finally, at some point, calls work the next morning at like 3 a.m. and says, I can't find my wife. She's not returning my phone calls. He goes to the police, takes the day off of work. Like noon the next day, she calls him and says, she texted him and said, I'm sorry to do this. I don't feel like I don't feel like I'm ready to be a mom. So I'm moving to California with somebody that I met, and now I'm giving you full custody of the baby. So this is all on you from here on out. I'll pay whatever child support that you want. But so now he's 42 and has a 9-month-old at home.
How long ago was this?
So it was the same. So his daughter's the same age as my daughter. So 17 years ago.
So he's 59 right now.
So he's 59 right now.
How'd the daughter come out?
Daughter's great. Yeah, daughter's great. Yeah. Has no contact with mom. Doesn't
good.
want. Yeah.
Never should.
No, never again. Yeah. So he lived back in Wisconsin.
I wonder how does a child. Well, I guess you went through it.
Yeah.
Right. How old though when your dad left?
My dad left when I was like 3 or 4.
So you didn't really know.
I didn't really know him. I mean, I have like some vague memories of him being around, like small, like here and there, but nothing really. Yeah. But I didn't meet him again until I was 13, and then it messed me up terribly.
Huh.
Yeah.
I wonder.
So.
Yeah, because I often wonder, like, if that person re-enters somebody's life.
Yeah, it's usually always the opposite. So what happens is if a dad leaves, doesn't really mess up the son, messes up the daughter. If a mom leaves, it doesn't really mess up the daughter, it messes up the son. So,
yeah, I can see that.
So whichever one, yeah.
So then it worked out right for him. I mean, as well, like, because he's there. Wait.
Oh, yeah. He's there. Yeah. So like, yeah, but him and his daughter are like bosom buddies, man.
Oh, see, that's great.
They kick it all the time. They're great. Yeah.
See, but isn't that something that he probably, when that lady left, he was like, off the record, I didn't even want this kid.
No, of course not. No, of course.
But now it's probably one of the best things ever.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah. We would have known that in the future this would turn into what it was.
And can we talk about how every story you start about somebody's family starts with, and they were divorced or they're broken up. Like, do you know any happily married people?
No, none. There was a girl.
Me and my wife.
Yeah, I mean, you guys. Yeah, there was a girl that I used to work with who came into work one day distraught because her aunt and uncle were getting divorced. I was like, your aunt and uncle? I was like, okay. She goes, no, you don't get it. Nobody in my family. This is like 100 years. Nobody in my family has ever been divorced, and I'm like, the average for my family is 3. Like everybody's got divorces. That's why I've never been
3
married.
times.
Yeah. That's why my mom's on her 3rd marriage right now, possibly going into her 4th one time. So yeah, I got an uncle who's been married 3 times. Man, what a mess. I would never want to get into it. So
and we're gonna end the podcast on, are we in a war right now? Did we start a war? I don't know, because I don't watch 24-hour news. What's going on?
I don't know, because
didn't we shoot some missiles or something?
Probably. I don't know. Like this has been, you know what's been so nice about like this week is you've been busy, I've been busy. Our twains have not met. We finally got together today and I was like, what do we got to talk about? I was like, I don't know. We've actually been out living our lives and not being like invested in the news constantly.
Well, I'm never invested in it. That's why I don't know what's happening. I never know what's happening unless it's on local news.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's cool. Oh, by the way, big shout outs to the Raiders. I'm going to a Raiders event Friday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, an NCAA party for the Raiders, and like Carol and all those people are going to be there.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, I got invited, so I'm going to pop by, me and my wife. It's good for me and my wife to go out every once in a while.
Yeah.
Especially after Disney, so that'll be fun.
Yeah,
so,
man.
Yeah,
that's great, dude. Good
so
for
big
you.
shout outs to the Raiders. I know you're not going to get Cam Ward. They're you, but it's fine. It's fine. All right.
Yeah.
Are we done?
NCAA tournament this week, man. Big.
I know, it's fun.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. I'll be in Minnesota this whole weekend watching.
Oh, yeah. Who you opening up for?
I'll be with Colin Terrell. You and I met him when he was opening for Ari Shafir.
Great dude.
Yeah, great dude. I'm going to be with him. I'm going to be in Minneapolis starting Thursday, so the day that this comes out, starting Thursday. 1 show Thursday, 2 Friday, 2 Saturday. And then I got a couple of days off. I get back here. We do Tuesday, Wednesday at Kimmel's, and then off we go on the big Gramercy Theater.
Gramercy, New York City. I need you. Come on out. MichaelYo.com. Minneapolis, almost sold out. Get those tickets. Chicago, 1 show sold out. Second one almost there. Do it. MichaelYo.com. Let's go. We'll see you next time. Like and subscribe. Peace.